Back here, first things first. Undisputed coming up at 9:30 sharp. What is happening? We had a great morning talking some preseason football. Jenny, I assume you'll be doing the same. What are you guys talking about today on the show?
Good morning, Jenna. I'm glad to hear that you guys are always having a good time on your show. Happy Friday, guys. We've got a lot to talk about on Undisputed today. How impressed were the guys with rookie quarterbacks Kyler Murray and Daniel Jones? And would Robert Kraft really trade Tom Brady? Yeah, we'll go there. Plus, former Pro Bowler Antonio Cromartie is in studio with us. Undisputed coming up next. Jenna, back to you.
All right, Jenny, thanks. Have a great show, guys. Time for us to go viral. Many wondering if Tom Brady will have enough weapons this season, but luckily for the six-time Super Bowl champion, he has mastered the art of throwing completions to himself.
Oh, so his wonderful wife Giselle was wrong after that 2011 Super Bowl. Remember when Wes Welker didn't come down with it? She said Tom can't catch it too. Yeah, Tom's trying to prove her wrong.
And another thing, I hear he's looking for a house in my neighborhood in Greenwich. We know they don't have wide receivers, so maybe we can put the two together.
Oh.
Maybe I can get invited to play a little catch or something with him. He can give me a little tryout.
This is nice. I mean, this is nice.
Is this an app? No, okay. I obviously am the only one that didn't get it. Is it, you do that with your phone? You just...
It's special effects, Jenna. It was professionally done.
No,
You
okay.
do.
All right.
No, you can't just have it. I want to have the Tom Brady throwing to himself app. Jenna Wolf going to be, what do you want to play catch with yourself too, Jenna?
It's almost like we don't understand each other.
No, it's one of those things. Something like that.
Back to the Browns, hosting
Chris,
Washington last
is that
night.
app?
Y'all know the best thing about Friday?
It's way about 9 minutes. I ain't gonna answer no app questions for next 48 hours.
Is that
Better
an
than
app?
Photoshop.
Is that an app?
You know, I was trying to say, can we all do that with our phones?
Yeah. No.
Baker Mayfield gave us a glimpse into what an explosive offense he has. He was 5 of 6, 77 yards, 1 touchdown pass. That one to Rashard Higgins. Without Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham in the lineup last night. Here's what Baker had to say after the game.
We were calling as it goes. You know, kind of had an idea of what we wanted to do. Not really knowing exactly what they were going to come out when we were playing that fast, but just seeing the adjustments and checking the ball down when they're carrying the seams and stuff like that. Get the ball down to your back quickly and let them do some work, and they did a good job. There's situations where, yeah, we can press the tempo a little bit, and I think, you know, once we get comfortable in that, we can be pretty good at playing fast and having success, but we got to be good at it all.
See, after the way Baker finished last year, what you saw from him last night, you expect him to take a big step forward?
Yeah, I think that some of those steps, and he will take big steps, I do. I have huge expectations. I believe he's a special quarterback. I believe he's a special leader. But a lot of those steps, we might not see him. I know in the practice, I know everything that I'm hearing. He's throwing the ball, he's reading coverages, he's doing all those types of things that you expect from a second-year starter as far as watching film, recognizing the coverage. I like at the press conference, he let us know what they were playing. Oh, they were a little afraid of what we were going to do down the field. So they were dropping off nice and soft. You know what I did? Check the ball down, quick slant. Let's get the chains moving. Let's get some rhythm to this offense. I looked down the field, they didn't have anyone. Oh, I see the back coming out of the backfield. Let me get it to him. So he gave us a little vision of what he was seeing on the field. I expect him to be able to read, recognize, and release to be quicker. Because he is the second time around the league, how they're trying to play him, he'll have a game plan. Because we don't talk about that. We talk about, oh, this guy, it's his first time around the league, they don't have a game plan for him. But once you're going around the league, they start getting a game plan for you. We as players can develop a game plan to go against what they're trying to do to them. I believe he has exceptional arm talent. I believe he has very, very unique leadership skills. So, yes, I'm expecting him to make great strides on and off the field. But also, my expectations with Baker is every time he does something on the field, I don't expect there to be some type of food fight with someone either in the media, either a former coach like Hugh. Like, I don't care about his initial reaction to Hugh. When Hugh went to Cincinnati, he's there in Cleveland, I can understand. But you can't fight a battle with every coach, every announcer. Colin Cowherd, man, let Colin go. Colin is making a living, and it's a damn good one. criticizing, critiquing sports. That's his living. And people have done this for years. The athlete will never win those battles. Kyrie Irving won't win them. Kevin Durant won't win them. It's not as if Colin, what he's saying is right and wrong. It really don't matter. When you're in the NFL locker room, you're in the NBA locker room, you know, us as analysts, we wish we could take your place. I explained to Jenna about the teams and how they prepare the meals and how they have these chefs and how they travel. And Jenna's like, all they got to do is work out? Yeah, Jenna. Make all that money. Jenna's like, man, sign me up for some of that. So for me, those types of battles, you grow out of those things. It's not as if you don't always have a chip on your shoulder, but the personal vendetta against people, I would expect that Baker, that he'll get beyond some of those things, and we would just keep talking about the exceptional talent that he is on the football field.
And the bigger he gets and the more success he has, it won't be the fewer detractors. It will be the more detractors. Peyton Manning had people up until his final day in the league questioning, well, listen, we know how great he is,
a great
but in the playoffs, he's this. and, you know, is that a mental thing? Like, no, LeBron, to this day, is the most criticized. He might also be the most praised, but the most criticized athlete in America. So it's not like
this goes somewhere.
Right. The finish line on that is always evaporating. You will never be able to do enough to be above reproach.
Look what Kevin Durant did.
Absolutely. And so I agree with you that it might be, even though it is authentic, I think it is who his personality is. It would behoove him to get beyond it, or to, even if he's not beyond it, make the world think he's beyond it. Just tell your friends and buddies quietly, man, I'm so mad at him. But don't engage, because then it gets greater and greater. And the point you made earlier, it becomes, when it's to the point to where the Cleveland Indians baseball team is getting in on this beef via social media, then it's getting to the point where teammates are going to be asked about it, where it can metastasize into something greater.
And I don't mind defending my teammates, but for real stuff.
Right. For something more legitimate and you want to use that capital where you can. Now, on the field, Baker's trajectory last year was like this. The first few games he played, they won a couple, and the Browns had only won one game the previous 2 seasons, so people got excited about that, but his numbers were pretty pedestrian. Now, those final 8 games, he was one of the top 8 quarterbacks in football by just about any measure. Now, part of that was the competition they played, but part of that was Freddie Kitchens taking over the offense, Baker getting his sea legs in the NFL. You expect that, or I expect that to continue. I would have expected that trajectory to continue if they hadn't added Beckham, if they hadn't added Kareem Hunt, if they hadn't gotten the upgrade on defense that I think they will get with Vernon and Sheldon Richardson, Myles Garrett in year 2, all these things, to where one of the reasons I'm so optimistic about the Browns is Baker, but the other reason is because if Baker, they can beat you 17-14, I believe, and 38-35.
Right. We believe their defense is really underrated.
Right. And so for Baker, I think that year 2, and I will keep making this point, is a year we have seen where a lot of guys, they can contend. Russell Wilson won a Super Bowl in year 2. Cap went to a Super Bowl in year 2. Luck went to the divisional round, won 11 games in year 2. Carson Wentz was 11-3 before he got his leg blown up in year 2. Patrick Mahomes won league MVP, AFC Championship game in year 2. Baker's got that pedigree. #1 pick of the draft. All of a sudden, the Heisman Trophy in the NFL might not be a bad thing with the way Baker's playing. We'll see with Kyler. So I think that it would be surprising to me if he does not continue on this trajectory.
Just from, I don't know if you can even make any conclusions based on what you saw, but have your positions or predictions for how you think the Browns are going to play changed at all from last night?
I mean, I have high expectations for them.
Still.
I think the Browns are going to make the playoffs. Now, they're in a very, very tough division. They're not fortunate like the Rams. The Rams are in an easier division. The Browns, and the way they're playing, man, it's going to be tough. Pittsburgh twice, Baltimore twice, their playoff experience, that's going to be hard to overcome. There's 2 things that I want to see this team. Number 1, they got to keep running the ball. Last year, they ran the ball over 25 times. They were 6-1. When they didn't, they were 1-6. In Baker Mayfield, what I want to see in year number 2, what's going to be your record against them playoff teams? Last year, 1-5. So now against the best teams in the league, those are the types of things that we have seen typically in that second year, Nick.
But I also think that no huddle that they were running there, that quick, crisp offense,
yeah,
I think that can be a real weapon for them. I think Baker's comfortable in it.
He's
you
good
go
at
up there, you go to the line, he's in the gun. If there's an easy, quick read, you saw he would take it. He took the quick slant. When that was taken away, he found his running back, over the middle kind of as an escape route. And then when the defense tried to take that away, that's when he got him over the top with a really good pass that he had to have put just the right amount of velocity on to get it over one safety and in front of the other one. I think that type of offense with Freddie Kitchens with Baker's arm can be really effective.
Defenses hate to be hurried and rushed because they can't call all their defenses, and a lot of times they're afraid to blitz. But just imagine Baker, hurried up offense with all the speed, all the talent. They get Kareem Hunt after midseason, so imagine them moving forward. I like that as a little change of pace with Freddie Kitchens. I want to watch and see how much they do of that during the regular season.
And they've got a great feel to them right now. It wasn't just, I liked the celebration after the touchdown, but they had the kid who was the kick returner who was homeless for a little bit.
Wow.
Who scores the touchdown. The whole team,
working at
like
Lifetime, living at Lifetime
Fitness. The whole team comes onto the field together. Now, they haven't faced any adversity yet, but they seem to be trending in the exact right direction.
Good stuff. Have a great weekend, guys.
You as well.
Absolutely.
Undisputed starts right now.